Good afternoon and welcome to Daily Journal Newsbreak, sponsored by Renaissance Bank. I'm your host, Chris Kiefer, and we're going to take a look at the top news and sports stories from Northeast Mississippi for today, Friday, July 13th. But first, let's start with your weather forecast. Today, we're looking at partly cloudy skies with a high of 96 and a low of 75. There's a 20% chance of rain. Looking ahead at your 3-day outlook, next 3 days all call for rain. Saturday is a high of 94 and a low of 75. That's a 60% chance of rain. Sunday, high of 92 and a low of 75. That's a 50% chance of rain. And similar on Monday, high of 93 and a low of 75. And again, that chance of rain is at 50%. Let's take a look now at today's top headlines. A year after a book on the brutal slaying of black teen Emmett Till revealed a key figure in the case acknowledged lying, the federal government has reopened its investigation of the 1955 crime that helped build momentum for the civil rights movement. The Associated Press reports that a federal report sent annually to lawmakers under a law that bears Till's name said the Justice Department is reinvestigating Till's slaying in Mississippi after receiving new information. The report issued in late March does not indicate what the information might be. The 2017 book, The Blood of Emmett Till by Timothy B. Tyson, quotes a white woman, Carolyn Donham, as saying during a 2008 interview that she wasn't truthful when she testified that Till grabbed her, whistled, and made sexual advances at a Mississippi store in 1955. A potential witness with the 14-year-old Till in the store that day, cousin Wheeler Parker, said Thursday that he has talked with law enforcement about the case in recent months. It's unclear what new charges could result from a renewed investigation. The case was closed in 2007, with authorities saying the suspects were dead. A state grand jury didn't file any new charges. 5 Northeast Mississippi elementary school students have spent the week learning about kitchen hygiene and safety, team building, and how to prepare healthy meals. The Culinary Camp for Kids wraps up today at the Itawamba Community College Belden Center. Chef Tierra Andrus said the camp is actually aimed at parents. Andrus said the campers take some of what they've made home to their parents to try, and the hope is that the parents then become interested in eating healthy. If so, then the kids will eat healthy too. 12-year-old Samantha Smith of Fulton said she already does some cooking at home, but that she hopes the camp helps her learn how to cook more sophisticated food. 9-year-old Olivia Robertson of Guntown said she joined the camp so she could make her own meal choices. The Culinary Camp is an offshoot of the Food Service Pathway Program, a partnership between ICC and Families First. In Pathway, participants get a 4-week crash course in the restaurant industry and earn a Serve Safe certificate. At the camp, young students learn to make recipes like pretzel-crusted chicken chunks, cauliflower and mash, zoodles with marinara, and turkey meatballs, and more. Miss Mississippi Asia Branch will return home this weekend to be honored in her hometown of Boonville and also in Tupelo. Branch will take part in a homecoming ceremonies and a public meet and greet at Market 105 in Boonville from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. The former Miss Tupelo will then travel to the All-America City for a public meet and greet at the Convention and Visitors Bureau from 3 to 5 p.m. Local dignitaries will be on hand Saturday night in Tupelo to honor Branch at the Elvis Presley birthplace for a homecoming celebration dinner. U.S. Senator Roger Wicker plans to be at the reception, along with other state and local representatives. And in sports, Hayes Hammond faced a brutal truth a year ago concerning his football career. Standing at 5'9.5" and 180 pounds, Hammond sat down with his father, Tupelo High football coach Trent Hammond, and discussed that his best and possibly only chance at playing football at Tupelo and in the future would be as a long snapper. So Hayes decided to pick up the skill, and it seemed to come naturally to him. Now, 1 year into long snapping, he is placed in the top 3 in 5 separate camps this summer. He has been to camps at LSU, Ole Miss, UAB, Memphis, and Atlanta. Entering his junior season, he has picked up more responsibility by snapping on both field goals and punts, not just field goals like last season. He feels doing both will help him with his skills instead of focusing on just one. Hammond has learned to snap from a variety of different sources. While his father knows the game and all the schemes in football, he doesn't know the true fundamentals that come with long snapping. So Hayes picked up some skills and tips from YouTube and experienced long snappers to help sharpen his tools. And that does it for Newsbreak on this Friday. Don't forget that this show is just one of the many online offerings courtesy of the Daily Journal that gets you news off the page and on the go. Each story discussed today on Newsbreak can be found in your Daily Journal or online at thejournal.com, where you can also find a new episode of Newsbreak each weekday morning. Special thanks to Renaissance Bank for sponsoring Newsbreak each day. Thanks for joining us. I'm Chris Kiefer. Have a great weekend.